Hi everybody, once again it's Carol Ann Quabell with roamingrv.com. If those of you are interested, please go to my blog or website, roamingrv.com, and hopefully you'll find some information that will help you learn more about the RV lifestyle. Recently I've had a lot of questions about having a home base and establishing residency, not necessarily residency, but excuse me, providing proof that you actually are a resident in a province. Now, there's certain requirements that we have to meet, and some of those requirements concern our driver's license, our vehicle registration, our passports, medical, and I just want to clarify some of these things because I recently received an email from a woman who told me that I was all wrong. Okay, and yeah, I could be totally wrong, but I've done some clarification today, and I contacted ICBC, which is the insurance provider for our driver's license. You get your driver's license here in BC and your basic vehicle insurance. Now, for your driver's license, I was told by somebody in an email that you can get away with a post office box. That's not true. You actually have to have a physical address registered against your driver's license. Yes, you can have a post office box along with the physical address, and I have that on my driver's license. It has my physical home address, plus it has my post office box where I get the mail. But you cannot get a driver's license without having a physical address. Now, vehicle insurance, that's a little different. You don't need a physical address of where you live, but what you do need to provide is a physical address as to where the vehicle will reside mostly every night. Okay, where is the vehicle's home? Yes, you can use a post office box, but the insurance agent for your vehicle needs to know where your vehicle resides at. In terms of passport, I was also told by the same person that I was wrong on passport, that you could have a post office box. That is also not correct. You must have a physical residential address or a physical address for your passport. Yes, you can get mail at a post office box. That's fine. I do that, but you also must be able to provide a physical address. For your MSP, for your medical, I have not clarified this, but I believe that I am still correct on that you actually have to provide a physical address for that as well. Yes, you can get your mail at a post office box for any of those. That's not a problem, but you need to prove and have a residential address of some sort. Now, to have an address doesn't mean that you have to own a house or a condo or an apartment or anything like that. You can rent. You could have a lot of RVers have they purchase or rent a long-term RV lot. That's your physical address. There's others that rent a room in a family member's home. And as long as they can prove that they have a receipt and prove that they actually are living there, if questioned, that's not a problem either. Okay, I'm not saying because you need a physical address that you have to own a home. You don't. But you will need to have a physical address for registration for your driver's license, your passport, and where your vehicle resides for your vehicle insurance and for your medical. There's a number of suggestions I've got from other people. Renting a room in a family member, I've already mentioned that. Own or rent a long-term RV lot. Just make sure your address is up to date on everything, okay? Because when you cross the border into the States, they are going to ask you where you live. Now, you don't need to provide unnecessary information. Usually when they ask you where you live, you mention the city, and that's fine because it's probably on your records on the computer. But if they are a little questioning and they don't really believe you or they're unsure of what you're saying, you may have to prove where you actually live. You may have to give them your address. You know, Probably 99% of the time you will never be asked, but I recommend that you be prepared just in case. I mean, why screw it around? Because you want to be able to cross into the United States if you want to head south to get away from the cold weather. By the way, I got 2 feet of snow in my front yard right now. Now, our medical only allows you to be out of the province for 6 months. Some provinces are a little different. If you go onto my blog, I've got some clarification for each province. And by all means, if you have any questions, once again, just email me. And there are some exemptions, and I know in BC that you can request a 2-year out of the province or out of the country extension for your medical. That's possible in quite a few of the provinces. They're starting to get a little bit more flexible about our medical, but just remember that being out of the province is the same as being out of the country. Okay, there's a lot of people aren't real sure on that. Being out of the province is the same as being out of the country in terms of meeting the residency requirements in your province for your medical. Okay? So if you have any other questions, please contact me on my website or blog at roamingrv.com. Email me at carolann@roamingrv.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a good day, everybody.